climb the heart of the fire, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The tackle by...
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mariota. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
10.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs, 57 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Sanders' first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
45-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Love. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mariota, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there, 75 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action. Love to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Love now. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Getting your ass cooked, my boy.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right.
Put the cup down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and long here for Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes this Washington 28. Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Love's pass.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Play action this time with Love. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards.
The 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 3rd and goal. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Mariota on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Tighten up, tighten up. Go together. Check now, inside.
First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mariota to throw it. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Henry Ruggs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 38, Panthers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
90 is a Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
On 4th down, they snap it to Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle.